Tellers Nights. Now, I know from previous ones the tradition is safe in the hands of the up and coming generation, and we've got we've got a film from Nepal. Is it, David? Perfect. Later, we have a young poet, James, who I know is sitting up in Woodbridge in Suffolk. If we can go round adults and everyone and just say where we are at this moment, so we have an idea of where we are in the globe. And I'm going to go across. You're in Romania. I know you're up in Transylvania outside Cluj. Uh, I'm in Swindon in the UK. And Christine, where are you?
I'm in the UK.
Anywhere in particular? North, south, east, or west?
London.
London? On the Thames, on the Thames.
Yep.
On the artery. James is up in Woodbridge, which is a little up the map from you, Christine. David, where are you?
I'm down here in Exeter.
You're
down
in
here
Exeter.
in
You're
Devon.
west. All we need to know is you're west. Nick, where are you?
I'm in the west as well. I'm in Totnes in Devon. But I'm standing in front of the oldest olive tree in the world.
Right. And Femke, where are you?
I'm in the Netherlands.
You're in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And Bob, where are you?
I'm across the pond. I'm in New Mexico in the United States.
And Yara, if we all unmute ourselves for the moment. Okay. So, Gina, can you unmute?
Yes.
Yes, and I believe. We've been. You're telling tonight, aren't you, Gina? Where are you? Are you in Gaza?
Yes, I'm in Gaza.
Okay.
Me
Rama,
too.
yeah,
I'm Gaza.
Yeah, Rama's Gaza. Haneen
Jeanine from Palestine.
from Palestine. Yara,
In Gaza.
Gaza. Jackie,
Scotland.
you're way north, aren't you? Up round Aberdeen way, aren't you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Fatul, and I'm probably pronouncing that incredibly wrong. Fatul, where are you from? Where are you at this minute?
In Gaza.
Gaza. Oh, it's fantastic. Well, we're covering quite a lot of the globe tonight. Now, we'll go through. We'll have the tellers we know who's going to be on. I think you're going to tell a story. David's going to introduce you, and then David's got a film, and then we'll go round to see, before the electricity goes off in Gaza, see if anyone else from Gaza wants to tell a story, and then we'll do the rest of the world. So, David, I'm going to ask you to introduce Gina.
Thanks, John. It's wonderful to see you all in the Zoom room and at home on Facebook as well. Lovely that your lots of friends from Gaza are here. Wonderful. And I'd like to introduce Gina Salim. And yesterday, Gina and I met up at the Thumbs Up Project, and Gina taught me a story, an Arabic story. And this is a powerful story with a powerful meaning. And Gina is going to tell us the story beautifully. Gina, are you ready? I see your video has just gone off.
Yes, I'm ready, but I turn on the light.
Brilliant. Okay, Gina, are you ready to tell your story now?
Yes, I'm ready.
And are you going to tell us the title of the story before you begin or at the end?
Before I begin.
Wonderful. Over to you, Gina.
Okay, thank you. The name of the story is Dignity is Priceless. الكرامة لا تقدر بثمن. Okay.
Dignity is priceless. Over to you, Gina.
Okay, thank you. There was once a horse who lived in the wide grassland. He was happy to the extreme when he was running as fast as wind. One day, a merchant saw him and admired him too much. The merchant said, "Her horse Would you like to work with me? You will pull my cart. The horse said, No, I will never be a servant for anyone. The merchant said, I will give you Billy instead. The horse wondered, can I run as fast as wind in the white grassland? The merchant said, No, but you will live in the beautiful city and eat when you like. The merchant said, the horse said, I don't need your belly. When I'm hungry, I will eat grass. When I'm thirsty, I will drink from the river. The merchant was so angry. Then he returned to the city. The next year, there was no water, no rain, no food. It was a drought. The horse was so hungry. When the merchant knew about that, he went to the city and said to the horse, Hey, you have to choose to pull my cart or die of hunger. The horse replied shamefully, I will pull your cart. The horse returned to the city and worked hard. He missed the grassland. He asked the merchant, Can I return back to my homeland? I missed the place where I was born. The merchant laughed and said, I won't accept. The horse said, I'm free, I can do whatever I like. The merchant said, You became my slave since you accept the rings around your neck and the bridle in your teeth. From that time, the horse returned sadly to the barn. He missed the grassland. He was neighing sadly to other horses in the grassland. Whoever sells his freedom once, he will become a slave for the whole life. Finished.
Whoever sells his freedom once will become a slave for his whole life. Wow, it's a powerful tale, Gina.
Thank you.
Oh, now before you show the film, David, because I'm very aware that there's we have to get everyone from Palestine in quite early because of the electricity problems. Is there anyone else from Palestine who would like to tell a story tonight?
Yes, me.
Wonderful.
Please, and could you introduce yourself and then tell us the story? Is that Samah? How do I pronounce your name?
My name is Samah Naeem. I'm from Gaza.
Lovely. So please tell your story. You're fantastic. Thank you.
It's not a tall story. It's short.
That's okay.
Okay. The title of the story, The Wise Man. People have been coming to the wise man, complaining him about the same problems. One day, he tells them a joke. Everyone roared in laughter. After a couple of minutes, he told them the same. When he told them the same joke in the third time, no one laughed anymore. The wise man said, Why are you always... Sorry, you can't laugh at the same joke over and over. So why are you always crying about the same problems? It's the story.
Thank you.
Thank you, Samah. Samah, can I ask you, do you know a teacher called Sahar Siam? Samah? Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Samah, do you know a teacher called Sahar Siam in Gaza?
No.
No, I just asked because Sahar Siam told me the same story a short time ago, and I thought, oh, maybe you're her student. But it's wonderful to hear that story again. It's a wonderful wisdom story, Samah. Thank you so much. And thank you again to Gina for telling us your story so wonderfully.
You are welcome.
Are there any other students from Gaza or young people from Gaza or Palestine who would like to tell us a story?
No. Miss Hannah told me about the session, and I love to listen to your story a lot. And it's so wonderful.
Thank you, Yara.
Yara.
Right, Ola, where are you? You weren't here when we. There's a few people joined us, which is great. Ola, where? She's got. There's gone. Okay, David. I think you've got a film for us, haven't you?
Because I have indeed.
The reason normally we do everything live. But this film is from Nepal, and where at the moment it's like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, and the guy's probably got school tomorrow, which is so his parents would be very upset if we dragged him out of bed to tell this story. So he sent it by film. David, do you want to introduce it?
Yes, that's exactly right, John. His name is Revan Kunwar, and Revan wanted to come, but it's really, really late at night. And I asked him if I could play a video that he made earlier this year. In fact, I know Revan also connected to the Hands Up Project, because the Hands Up Project reaches around the world. And in the summer, I was doing some Zoom storytelling, and I taught a group of students from Palestine and from Nepal and from other countries a short story. And Revan learned the story and made his own version of the story. So Revan is going to tell you a wonderful story. I learned it from a girl called Fatma. Fatma comes from Tunisia. I taught the story to Revan, and now Revan's going to teach the story to you. So I'm going to share the screen.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Moa. He had just come out of the prison. When he came out of the prison, he went to his friend. His friend was very rich and owned a coffee shop, a big coffee shop. So when Moa went there, Moa was going there, and when he entered there, he asked for a cup of coffee. His friend denied. No, you cannot have any coffee until you return the money that you have taken from me. Then Moa looked down and then went off. Then Moa went through the road and got to his home. When Moa reached his home, his wife was waiting at the door, and his wife said, Moa, you cannot enter the house until you earn money for me and the house. Moa looked at her face. Don't worry, dear wife, I'll earn money for us. He said, just cook a plate of couscous with beef. Then his wife went to the kitchen and started cooking, and Moa went off. Moa again got through the road, and then he found 2 mice. He caught the 2 mice, and then he came home. He gave one of the mouse to his wife, and then he said, don't let the mouse run away. And then the other mouse he took with him. He took the mouse with him, and then entered the coffee shop. He entered the coffee shop. He showed that mouse to his friend. See, friend, this is a very magical mouse. His friend said, no, it's not. It looks like a ordinary one. He said, you'll see, my friend, I'll show you the proof, he said. But before I show you that it's magical, you need to give me a cup of coffee. His friend was very excited. He said, okay. He gave him a cup of coffee, and then he took coffee. He drank all the coffee, and then he said, what do you want to have? He said. His friend said, couscous, and then Moa said, with beef. Okay, he said. And then he whispered in the ear of the mouse, and he said, dear mouse, can you tell my wife to cook a plate of couscous with beef? And then he let the mouse run through. The mouse ran, and then he said, Now, before we go to my home, I want another coffee. His friend gave another coffee. He said, "Hmm, take." And then he took that coffee. He finished the coffee and then he said, by this time the couscous must have been cooked. So let's go, he said. And then they both went through the road and got home, got to Moa's home. And when they reached Moa's home, when they were about to enter Moa's home, a delicious smell and aroma surrounded them. A delicious aroma entered their nose, and he said, the rich friend said. And when they entered, there was a plate of couscous with beef. He was surprised. Oh my God, it's a plate of couscous. So it is it is really a magical mouse, he said. And then he started eating. When he was eating, Moa brought the mouse and showed him the mouse that he had given to his wife before, but the rich man didn't knew about that. He showed the mouse. Look, friend, it's here, he said. The man was very surprised. Then after having the couscous, he turned around to Moa and said, Moa, can you give me that mouse? Moa said, no, 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 I cannot give this mouse to you. It's my dear mouse. And then the rich friend said, I'll give you good money for that. Then Moa said, no, please, I cannot give this. Then the rich friend said, please give it for $1 million, he said. And then Moa thought for a moment and said, other friends were giving more, but you can have it as as you're a good friend of mine, he said. And then, but there's something I need to tell you before that, he said. And then his friend said, okay, okay, go on. And then Moa said, you need to give the money in hand cash, he said. The rich friend took out his pocket and then took a bundle of money and gave it to him. $1 million he gave. And then he took the money, kept it in his pocket, and the rich man got out of his house. And when Moa closed the door, the rich man became, hooray, I got the mouse, he said. And then he ran to his house now. And now, in the house of Moa, his wife said, dear husband, how did you trick such a rich man, he said. And Moa said, you don't get rich by only money, he said. You get rich by this, he said. And then wife said, but husband, you know that he'll later on know that the mouse is not magical, he said. And then she said, and then Moa said, don't worry, wife, that day will look after that. Now let's enjoy the moment, he said. And then they said, hooray, and then they lived happily ever after. Thank you. Once upon a time, there was a man named...
Ah, fantastic.
Revan's going to be so happy to watch the recording and to see that everybody enjoyed his story. He's a great storyteller. He's 15 years old and lives near Kathmandu in Nepal.
And what's amazing about that story is that it shows how the same thing happens in different stories. That's a part of that is very similar to an Irish traveller Jack story that I know, and also a Swiss version of the same story. So from Tunisia to Ireland to Switzerland, the same thing happens. It's fantastic. Right, James, are you ready? Now, James I've known for years and years and years, and he's a fantastic young poet, and he's been through the pandemic, he's been writing more and more. So, James, are you enjoying tonight for a start?
Yeah, I love those stories.
Yeah, you've been hanging around with storytellers all your life, haven't you?
Sort of. My mum's one.
Yeah, I know. So your mum's a great storyteller, but you're a poet, aren't you, James?
Yeah, I got a bit better over poetry after a few years I got some really good poetry.
Okay, would you care to give us a couple of poems then?
Okay,
James.
I've only got two. I'm going to do this first one, which is called One Day Gone, which I made about all the things that happened in the world. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start now. One Day Gone by James Demere. One day gone, and those who choose to march with the ones in disbelief of lives dead from the virus. One day gone, and dark-skinned freedom is ripped off the wall in a poster. One day gone, and a mountain of trees go up in crimson flames. One day gone, and the innocent child locked behind the metal bars. One day gone, and earth burns until it is uncontrollable. One day gone, and extinction faces some who don't have human privilege. One day gone, and guns bang shooting ones who had done no harm for a horrible reason. One day gone, and some die painfully with no help. The next day, anything can happen. Choose wisely.
Have you got another poem for us, James?
Yes, I have one more. Okay, it's the one about biomes. Feel the power of the biomes by James Demere. Feel the freedom of the savannah grassland, where lion and wildebeest were born to run, where both zebra and giraffe thrive to live, with area so far and spacey, warmed by the heat-filled sun. Feel the meditation of the meadow, where grass blows blissfully long, and the wind whispers to the trees, and how the butterflies dance to the calming spirit of the breeze. Feel the flat dryness of the desert, where sand and ice will be common in your step, and lonely walks across flat land with occasional surprises of hills and oases and things lost on the ground unseen for years. Feel the biodiverse of the rainforest, the oxygen-giving lungs of earth. What's coming ahead can be no proof, but the hustle of bustle and bustle of livelihood in the magical deep tree lands that stand for centuries as the developing place of birth. Feel the heart of the sea, where the free flow of movement comes from every drop, and where life first thrived as the land was hard rock, where sea monsters live in the low dark depths. Feel the power of the sky, the land which reigns over the whole earth, that covers all land and has seen the world below from every angle. And remember to greet the sky on your ventures to these biomes. And remember the sky has seen everything you have done while you are below it, and will always look down to you when you are lonely.
Thank you, James. Thank you for sharing that. Now, have we anyone unmute yourselves anyway? All unmute yourselves so you can have a bit of a talk to each other. And has anyone else got a story they want to share?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, please do. Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Christy.
Okay. Do I go now?
Yeah, well, please do. Yes, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see you. We can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
You're looking fantastic and sounding great.
Thank you. As the girl was walking through the forest, mystical forest, you can hear the birds chirping. You can hear the deers just tropping away. As she was on her way, on a path, she saw an oven. Not just any oven. It was dirty. It was full of mud, insects. It was looking a bit rusty. And as she was just staring, she heard, Fata, terapmas, ajuda-me. And they were saying, please, please, girl, please help me. Look at me. Terog, cura-te-me. I'm filthy. Please. She looked into the oven. She felt a bit of mercy. It was asking so beautifully for her to help. She couldn't refuse. She was too good of a heart. She went up to the oven. Days, few weeks passed. She was keep on just scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, just trying to make it clean again. And she succeeded. And with that, the oven said, Mulțumesc, fată. Thank you. Thank you a lot. She was walking, she left, she waved and smiled and said goodbye, and she went on her merry way. So she was just walking and walking and walking and walking. She had the birds chirping, she had the deers, she had everything. Until she came across. That's my full story.
Thank you.
Nice.
And Christine, where was that story from?
It's from Romania.
So that's
It's quite a long story, so I don't really want to do it all.
that's all right. Fragments are fine. I still have. When the last time I was in Romania, I taped a story, and I still have to have it translated. It's still sitting on my tape machine, but it's really long, and then I've got to have it translated, then get it into my head. So I appreciate those long Romanian stories. Yulia's still here, I think. He was our bus driver. Yeah, Yulia's there. He's sitting up near Cluj. Has anyone else got a story to tell us?
Hi.
Haneen.
Welcome, I'm Rama Louhedi. I'm in grade 9. Okay.
Rama.
Welcome, I'm Rama Louhedi. I'm in grade 9 at Beach Brebi Girls School. We have English drama club at my school. It's wonderful to tell a story. I acted in a play. The play name was The Dark and Happinesses. I will read the beginning of the story. The story is Cat in the Rain by Ernest Hemingway. In the good weather, there was always an artist with his easel. Artists liked the way of the palms grow, and the bright colors of the hotels backing the gardens, and the sea Italians come from a long way of to talk up at the warm mountains. It was made of bronze and glistened in the rain. It was running. The rain dripped from the palm trees. Water stood in pods on the gravel, but the sea broke in a long line in the rain, and it slipped back down the beach to come up and break again in a long line in the rain. Thank you.
Thank you, Rama. Oh, this is an amazing night. It's beginning to build. This night will happen every Tuesday at 5 o'clock in the UK. 7 o'clock in Gaza, 7 o'clock in Romania, and I think it's about an hour difference in the Netherlands, and Bob in New Mexico. You can work it out yourself, but it's somewhere around the middle of the day in New Mexico. So it will happen at the same time every Tuesday. Now, if you all unmute yourselves, you can talk to each other without me interrupting. If you would like to talk to each other around the world, what an opportunity.
It's a really great idea, John. So the young people say hello to each other, talk to each other.
Yeah, shut up, David, and let me speak. And James, you were about to say something before David interrupted you.
Was I?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you, James?
I'm good. Where are you from again?
I'm from Palestine.
Are you from any religion? You have a turban, or is it a turban?
What? I didn't hear
It's
you.
a hijab. She's wearing, yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Hijab.
Thank you. I like your storytelling. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Ah.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, you will gradually get to know each other as the weeks progress. There's nothing worse than being forced to talk to each other, especially by men in grey hair. But just please come back and see us on other Tuesdays. Christine, it was lovely to see you back.
Lovely to see you too.
And everyone else, and David, thank you for bringing these thousands of people with you, and Nick.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I think that the young people from Gaza, a lot of you came to listen this evening, just to feel what it's like in the room. So next Tuesday or the Tuesday after, it'd be wonderful if you come and you would like to tell a story, or you can just come and listen again. And Sheila, maybe you'd like to tell us another story, or Sama, you could think of another story to tell us next time.
Hi.
I will think.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Hi.
Yes,
How are you?
we're good.
Can I say something?
Haneen, please speak. Yes.
Yes, I am Haneen from Palestine, and this is the first time I joined this meeting, and I don't speak English well, but I want to learn it well with you. I am excited to hear many stories and learn. I don't understand everything, but I understand some things. But with the days, I will learn and speak English. So thank you.
Thank you for joining
You will,
us.
you will. Thank you.
Thank you, Haneen.
And
So
Haneen,
I want to say something.
Oh, go on, Yara.
Oh, you muted.
We are listening.
Okay, so I'm Yara from Palestine. I love the hockey and swimming, and I can speak English. And my teacher is Miss Hannah. I want to learn the Chinese. I don't know why. And the Korean. And it's nice to see you all and listen to your story.
Chinese is very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yara.
Welcome.
And I've got a favor. Because I'm not in a room with you all, I speak too fast. If I'm speaking too fast, tell me off. when I'm in a school, if I'm in a school around the world and I'm with people whose English isn't their first language, I speak very slowly. Because I'm on Zoom, I'm speaking like this. So I speak too fast.
God.
So tell me if I speak too fast, please.
But
We will.
I understand you.
I tried not to speak too fast in my poem. I was practicing not to speak too fast.
You did better
No.
than me, James.
I understand you. You didn't speak so fast.
Thank
Maybe you speak slowly.
That's good.
I love James' storytelling. It was beautiful. And the boy from, I forget the name of it. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
I said I love your storytelling, and I love the boy's storytelling, but I forget his name. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah.
So James, where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
Yeah, nice.
I'm from Woodbridge, which is in Suffolk, in East Anglia. Do you learn about East Anglian Vikings?
And what do you want to learn? What the language you want to learn?
I want to learn. I want to learn Portuguese because I want to go to Portuguese and Spanish. I want to go to South America when I'm older. Because
Nice.
I like South America because it's quite biodiverse there. Like in my poems, other than them two as well as one of them, I like nature, which is why South America is quite a good place, as South America has the Amazon rainforest. It has Angel Falls, which is the highest interrupted waterfall drop in the world, and which is quite beautiful in the rainforest. And there's the something desert. There's the desert. There's lots of ice fields. There's mountains. There's skiing places. There's the highest road. There's the highest and most dangerous road in the world. There's the highest swing in the world, which goes right into this massive like void-like thing, because it's so high up on the bridge. And there's lots of wonders in South America, and lots of rainforests and mountain things, mountain stuff.
I want to visit America one day.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to listen to you, James.
Thank you. Yours was also really good.
Me sometimes I don't know understand يعني I don't understand the words, every words, but I feel I am in race with these words, but this normal because I am new in this language. So you don't speak fast, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you all. I'm learning a lot of English now, and nice to be with you. Thanks.
Nice to be with you too.
Yeah.
oh, what do you, Jackie? What do you think of our young storytellers?
They are amazing. I've really enjoyed the stories and the poems. Well done, everybody.
And Bob, you're sitting in America. What did you think?
Oh, I'm like I wrote. I'm inspired to learn more geography. I'm inspired to hear our young tellers and poets. It's wonderful. I've got a big smile on my face, and eager to keep tuning in on these Tuesdays when I can to hear more. So all the young people who shared, thank you so much. It's great to hear you really putting in the effort to learn second languages.
I just want to say that, John, this is Liz. No, don't put me on video because I'm not quite, but I'm here next to him and I was really inspired. I'm encouraged to hear how eager everyone is to practice the languages that they're learning, the English but whatever language really they're interested in learning. I think it's just wonderful. And I'm inspired by that. And I loved hearing the few stories that I did hear. They were amazing. Thank you all.
Liz had been in the other room and I grabbed her. I said, you got to come and hear and see this.
Wonderful. And we'll have a word from the Netherlands, because Femke, have you got a comment, a word of encouragement for our young tellers?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really good. The stories were nice to listen to, and also your English. It's amazing how good it is. So I really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to next times. Thank you.
That's nice of you.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Please come again. We're here every Tuesday. The more of you, there's never too many storytellers, and there's never too many people listening, and there's never too many countries. So
I will.
We will.
And the next Tuesday.
Yep. Every Tuesday we will have this huge international community of young tellers. So please stay with us. Fantastic. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. You all.